Hey guys, it's Lollie, Volume 1, Episode 3 of That Atheist Chick. I have been so busy pissing off people all over the internet. It started with Nathan Sharosh, who was a friend of mine on Facebook until yesterday, when I posted, I am an atheist. I do not believe in Jesus. There's no historical evidence. I do not believe in God. He is not real. I do not believe in organized religion. They profit from the fact you would rather be told what the Bible says than read it and understand it for yourself. And I do not believe in sin. To violate another's human rights is vile and horrid, but there's no guy with horns and a tail roasting you forever. To which 66 of my 5,000 plus friends and followers liked it. So that's cool. Lots of good, awesome, free-thinking people out there. Nathan Sharosh says, I believe in God, but not religion. My question, though, is why do you always post on this one subject? I understand where you're coming from, but you used to make your point when there was some jackass online vomiting his or her bullshit on the world and point out all the bullshit with facts. Now you're doing what the fanatics do, and that's push your personal opinion on everybody. I know I could just unfriend you or ignore it, but I enjoy your insight and tats. I just think you have been going over the top as of late. A number of people replied, myself included, to say, quite frankly, I don't give a fuck what you think is over the top. As you said, you can get off my page. I have a fan page for my tattoos. That's facebook.com, Lollie, Lollie, art, A-R-T, and that has zero political or religious or anti-religious postings on it. He goes on for a number of comments over the course of yesterday and today, including this 8-mile pile of gibberish right there. Essentially yelling at me simply for stating my own beliefs on my own page without personally involving or attacking anyone else. That my statement of my non-belief is, in fact, over the top, where people post Jesus memes and like one equals like one prayer memes and a billion, million, besquillion other memes, posts, and references to God on Facebook. And I'm quite sure that Nathan does not troll his theist friends and bitch about how much they praise his imaginary friend upstairs, but somehow my promotion, opinions, regarding logic, free thinking, basic human rights across the board not to be determined by sexuality or gender, and of course, not believing in religious freedom for corporations is somehow over the top and pushing my beliefs on other people. Yep, you got me. I am out there recruiting people for Team Atheist, just like Christians are out there knocking door to door to recruit for Team Jesus. No, I don't do that. Oh no, I don't. Sorry, I don't actually do that. That's just Christians. So Nathan got the friendly boot today and proceeded to message me privately about whatever. I really don't know. He tried pulling the race card in our discussion that he's a black man that's been dealing with white Jesus forever. And I asked, why would you support an institution that A, promoted, encouraged, and approved of slavery, and 2, made their master, their father, who art in heaven, who is Middle Eastern, look suspiciously just like a brown-haired hippie? I wouldn't want to worship someone that said that I was property and could be beaten, raped, mutilated, killed with no consequence. I wouldn't support that because I'm a free-thinking person and I understand the logic of that being a fail. And speaking of logic fails, we also have a new friend named Daniel Roberts. And Daniel Roberts called me a fat cow a pagan cow. Pagan cow, let me be correct there. He called me a pagan cow after I questioned Fox 25 for why they had previously omitted a portion of the show Cosmos with their own station logo and teaser for the 9 o'clock news. They do not respond, nor does my friend Daniel Roberts respond with any useful knowledge, but he does say, yeah, because Christians make TV shoes, you stupid pagan cow. #cow. Now, I'm assuming Daniel Roberts must be just totally ripped, like Abercrombie Harlequin romance novel ripped, to be sitting around trying to throw body shame on me. But no, he's not. He's an average guy. A little overweight even. I mean, not that I'm judging. I'm a little fluffy myself. I don't mind. But instead of answering with a valid discussion point or any sort of intellectual reply, he attacks my appearance. Because for some reason I need your label of fuckability to make me feel good about myself. There's nothing that you could say that has any bearing whatsoever on my life. The reason I'm even addressing this today is because of the ridiculous nature of associating a woman's intellectual value with her fuckability value. It's one of my pet peeves. It happens all the time online, and unfortunately it comes from women as well as men, though most often it does come from men, where I will question something or will put forth a statement, a factual statement, that is in somehow disagreement with their own personal belief systems, and instead of discussing this or anything with any intellectual value, questioning, explaining, nothing whatsoever in response to my statement, but they are more than willing to launch a personal attack on my appearance. And this happens very, very often on Christian fan pages and such when I post or post questions that instead of answering, they insult me because my value as a person and my value intellectually is somehow intrinsically tied up in what I look like. And that's not only wrong, but incredibly inaccurate because I am not nearly as hot as I am smart.